Gentlemen, gather round, for today's lesson is a masterclass in the art of decoding that most curious and fascinating creature, female language. If a lady utters any of the phrases we're about to explore, she's practically waving a banner that says, "Take the hint, you handsome fool." But chances are you've been too distracted or clueless to notice. Now, we've covered the grand sweeping signals women give when they want to turn up the heat in a relationship. But today, we're plumbing the depths of subtler waters. There are phrases, clever, calculated, and occasionally cryptic, that hold keys to her true intentions. Some of these words may seem as innocent as a spring breeze, while others are as direct as a steam engine heading your way. Either way, my friend, knowing these 5 phrases will set you leagues ahead of the competition. But hold your horses before we dive in. There's one small matter. See that like button? Give it a gentle nudge, won't you? Not only will it keep this channel alive and kicking, but it'll also convince the mysterious algorithm, gods to bless more souls with this invaluable wisdom. So, can I count on you to hit that like? Excellent. Let's embark on this enlightening journey together. My dear fellows, let me introduce you to the first of our 5 phrases. A line so seemingly innocent, yet brimming with romantic intrigue. I feel like it's getting warmer. Now, don't be fooled into thinking she's merely commenting on the room temperature or the sun's radiant glow. No, sir. This is a masterpiece of subtlety, a covert message wrapped in the guise of small talk. You see, not every woman will utter these exact words, but the sentiment behind them remains the same. When she says it, or anything similar, she's not just pointing out the weather. She's signaling that something is heating up. And it isn't just the atmosphere. She's testing the waters, attempting to nudge the conversation into more personal, more intimate territory without coming right out and saying it. Let me assure you, when this phrase makes its appearance, she's not just making casual conversation. Oh no! This is her way of telling you that her feelings for you are warming, softening, and growing with each passing moment. It's an unspoken acknowledgement of attraction, a subtle invitation for you to step closer, emotionally, of course, though perhaps physically too, if you're playing your cards right. Now here's where most men fail spectacularly. They dismiss her comment as idle chatter, or worse yet, they fail to respond in kind. Don't be that man. Instead, show her that you've picked up on her signal. A knowing smile, a warm response, or even a playful remark can work wonders in letting her know you're tuned into the same wavelength. This exchange is a delicate dance, a courtship in its earliest form. Every word, every glance, every small gesture contributes to the rhythm of connection. If you respond with charm and understanding, you'll find that her words are an open door, an invitation to build something deeper, something more meaningful. So, gentlemen, never underestimate the power of this seemingly simple phrase. It's far more than just hot air. Gentlemen, gather round and take heed, for we've arrived at the second phrase, a line so fragrant with meaning that it practically carries a bouquet of intentions. You smell really good. Now, before you dismiss this as a mere compliment to your choice in cologne or soap, let me assure you, it's so much more. You see, scent isn't just about cleanliness or a dash of sophistication. No, sir, scent is memory. It's emotion. It's a powerful thread that ties you to her thoughts. When a woman leans in just a little closer and tells you how wonderful you smell, she's not merely praising your grooming habits. She's telling you that your presence lingers in her mind, that you're leaving an impression, not just on her senses, but on her heart. And here's the kicker. Every time she catches a whiff of that same fragrance, whether it's at a cafe, a bookstore, or wafting by on the breeze, her mind will wander right back to you. That scent becomes a portal to moments shared, a reminder of something or someone she's starting to cherish. So, when she offers this compliment, take it as the golden ticket it truly is. Don't brush it off with a shy, "Thanks." No, rise to the occasion. Acknowledge her words with confidence, perhaps even a touch of humor. Something like, "Well, I had to smell good for you, didn't I?" A little wit, my friends, goes a long way. Remember, this is more than a passing remark. It's a signal, a soft nudge saying, "I like being close to you." So, embrace it, cherish it, and let it deepen the connection you're building. And now onward, for the next 3 phrases hold even greater treasures. Now we venture into the deeper waters of human connection, where words become invitations and gestures are laden with unspoken meaning. Let us examine the 3rd phrase, one that can catch a man entirely off guard. "I really like this part of your body." At first glance, it might seem like a simple compliment, perhaps about your arms, your smile, or the way your hands look as though they were sculpted to hold the steering wheel of destiny. But rest assured, gentlemen, this is no casual observation. When a woman singles out a specific part of you for praise, she is not merely admiring your fitness routine or bone structure. No, she is venturing into intimate territory, signaling that she is drawn to you in ways that transcend polite conversation. Should this compliment be accompanied by a gentle touch, a brush of the arm, a playful pat on the shoulder, well, my friends, she is practically writing you an invitation to take the lead. But let me caution you, respond with grace, not arrogance. A warm smile, a kind word, or perhaps a touch just as subtle and respectful in return can say far more than any overzealous gesture. This dance of reciprocity creates a charge, an unspoken understanding, and paves the way for an atmosphere rich with possibility. And now we approach the 4th phrase, one that leaves no room for ambiguity. Let's find a more secluded place. What poetry lies in these words! For she is not merely suggesting a change of scenery, she is extending an olive branch of intimacy, a quiet plea for shared moments far from the prying eyes of the world. When a woman utters this phrase, she is offering you something rare, her trust and her desire to be alone with you. Whether it's a quiet corner of the park, a cozy booth in the back of a cafe, or a stroll down a dimly lit street, this is her way of saying, "Let's carve out a space where it's just us." But, as always, tread carefully. This is not the time for brashness or bravado. It's a moment to be attuned to her emotions, to listen not only to her words, but to the softness in her voice, the way her eyes linger just a second longer than usual. These are the signals that tell you this moment matters. So, seize it with the confidence of a man who understands the subtle art of connection. Match her vulnerability with your own, and let the shared intimacy of that moment build something memorable. For it is in these secluded places, both physical and emotional, that relationships are truly forged. And now, dear friends, we arrive at the grand finale, the 5th and most disarming phrase, "You look really good today." Ah, such simple words, yet so powerful they could stop a train, or at least derail the thoughts of an unsuspecting gentleman. In a world where compliments about appearances are handed out more sparingly than gold coins, this phrase is not merely a kind remark. No, it is a proclamation, a spotlight cast upon you, a trumpet blast declaring, "You, sir, have caught my eye." When a woman utters this phrase, she's not commenting on the fine stitching of your jacket or the polish of your shoes. She's telling you, in her graceful, indirect way, that you've struck a chord in her heart, or perhaps somewhere a bit lower. And make no mistake, this is no idle chit-chat. Compliments like this don't float about willy-nilly like autumn leaves. They land only where there's genuine interest. Now, how should one respond to such a gift? Certainly not with a dismissive "thanks," nor with an overly eager "you think so?" No, my friend, the correct response lies in the fine art of body language. A warm smile, a steady gaze, a subtle lean forward. All these say, "I hear you, I see you, and I like where this is going." For a compliment of this nature is not merely a comment, it's an opportunity, a nudge, a cue in the great improvisational dance of human connection. Seize it, but do so with the finesse of a man who understands the moment. Lean into the rhythm of her words and let your mutual interest write the next verse of this unfolding story. And so, dear friends, we reach the end of our little journey through the labyrinth of language and longing. If a woman has blessed you with any of these 5 magical phrases, know this: she isn't just passing the time. No, sir, she's opening a door to something more profound, more meaningful, and dare I say, more exciting. Don't let that door swing shut. Step through it boldly, but with grace, and see where it leads. I hope today's musings have served you well, offering a bit of insight, a dash of humor, and maybe even a spark of inspiration. Now, if you fancy yourself a gentleman on the path to mastery, why not join our merry band by subscribing? Tap that like button as a nod of encouragement. It's the fuel that keeps this ship sailing. And while you're at it, declare your resolve in the comments below with the phrase, "I am the best version of myself for women." Think of it as a small toast to your journey forward. I invite you to share your thoughts, your questions, or even your favorite moments from today's ramble. This space is yours to speak freely and grow boldly. Until next time, keep your wits sharp, your spirits high, and remember, life is best lived with a touch of charm and a whole lot of humor.